Hello, it's Miss Paula here with 176 eMarketing. I am here with the amazing N'namdi, owner and creator, yes, owner and creator of the Perlamore brand. We are shooting the very first episode of the ChaChing Show live, and I am just really honored to be here with the entrepreneurs. Most of you already know, I think entrepreneurship is magic. God is the creator, gives us the ability to create, so what more could we be than magic? I'm just so happy to be here with you today.
And I'm happy that you have me.
Yes. As you all know, I have another brand called Candy Flavors. Some years ago, I reached out to N'namdi, and she did custom pillows for Candy Flavors. And I've been following her journey ever since, whether you've known it or not. But I've been following her journey ever since. She's such a dope creator, such a dope entrepreneur. I just wanted to come and speak about the brand story today and what led us to this place. Just give us a little bit of background about how long have you been in business?
Oof. Okay, so I created the brand about, I want to say 8 years ago now. And starting from pillows, like she said, it was easy, it was fast to make. You know, I was always intimidated by making clothing. So after doing pillows, I started to try to do reselling clothing. Yeah. And COVID happened and I had to pivot and actually learn how to make custom clothes in order to keep the brand going.
Got it. So what was one of the elements that out of COVID that led us to where we are today and led you to who you are today as an entrepreneur?
Oh, God. So making face masks. The face masks, of course, went out and I had to make them from scratch. In doing that, they gave me more practice in sewing, and it actually helped me pay the rent here.
Got it. All right. So a lot of entrepreneurs, when I ask them, what is your brand story? They look at me like, what's my brand story?
Right.
Yeah, what is your brand story? What is the personality of your brand? And for those entrepreneurs out there who maybe do not understand what their brand story is or why it is important, it's important because it gives you community. It connects your audience to who that brand is and what it is within that brand that aligns with them. Furthermore, it takes your customers and take them from a customer of today to a customer of 10 or 20 years. And those are the customers that you want. Right. So I'm always encouraging entrepreneurs to really dive deep and discover their brand story. What is the why? Why are you doing this? Why do you wake up every day and spend your time and invest your money and invest your energy into that brand and what it is that you're doing? So of course we are dying to know what is your what is your brand story?
Woo! Okay, first of all, it's passion. I love to create, so I never want to just create one type of thing. So I do push myself to try to make as many things as possible. So I do the pillows and I go from candles. I try to think of things that go with each other. So if you're buying pillows, you want some more home decor. So you're gonna want candles and smell goods and, you know, throw blankets and different things like that. So I try to incorporate something as a whole so that you can get a full product. When I do clothing, I want to do outerwear, I want to do hoodies, I want to do the t-shirts, and then the socks. It's always the small details. So I kind of push myself to really make those things that will be a package, so to speak.
For people.
Yes.
Okay. And what is that why? So I'm the customer. I'm coming into your location for the very first time. What is the connecting piece that's going to make me say, yeah, I'm Perlamore?
Because you want it made specifically for you and your home. So you want a certain texture, you want a certain color, you want a certain vibe. So you're going to get that custom made. That's somewhere you can't buy that at Macy's. You can't go to the mall and find it. Usually that's why people walk in here, because they can't find what they're looking for in the mall.
Right.
So they're coming to the small business owner to make them exactly what they had in mind.
Right. So if you heard what she said, her brand story speaks right out loud. Her brand story is about experiences. It's about customers being able to take away an experience from her clothing that they're not going to get anywhere else.
Right.
And if I were to say that one word that ties your brand in with the story, it is experience. It is giving people an absolute niche experience that comes from a place of you being a creator and being a person that I know when we spoke previous to this, we spoke and you spoke about, starting out and having just the, small, medium, large, extra large, and you would get a lot of complaints from your customers, and that is really what drew you. Like, wait a minute.
Yes.
I want to hear this. I don't want to hear that.
It's basically paying attention to what the customer liked and didn't like and what their main complaint was. So basically trying to solve that problem is what grew me into having a custom-based product.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's so important, again, understanding the brand story. Understanding it is going to make it that much easier for you to be able to create, because you know exactly, when you're speaking to your customer, you know exactly what it is you're speaking to within them, to be able to draw out of them for them to be able to spend their money with you. I want to, we have a room full of entrepreneurs here. I want to randomly select, I know we have someone in the audience who owns a travel agency. We have someone in the audience that has a mental health business. We have financial literacy businesses in the audience. I would like to, I'm going to see if we get any volunteers. Is there somebody I can get your hand? If you don't know your brand story, this would be the perfect time for us to walk through it and discover it together. And I can do that for you very quickly. So I want you to raise your hand, and if you don't, then I'm just going to choose somebody. I had to dive into this amazing group of entrepreneurs. I'm here with Louisa Nunez. She is the CEO of AMC Accounting. I want to know, do you know your brand story?
I do not.
You don't know your brand story?
I do not. I've been trying to work on that.
Okay. So what do you think your brand story is? What are some adjectives, if you can give me the top 3 adjectives, that describes the personality of AMC Accounting?
Education.
Education.
Kindness.
Kindness.
And help.
And help. Being very helpful to small businesses or people that are looking to get a better relationship with their money, a better understanding with their money. I am going to help Louisa at this moment be able to identify a brand story for her brand. What is the demographic of your customer? What type of customer usually walks through your door?
It's small business owners,
okay.
Self-employed, minorities.
Minorities.
Yes.
Okay. So when I hear those demographics, I hear vulnerability. I'm sure that you probably experience a lot of customers that come in highly uneducated, probably very scared the very first time they're actually being introduced to an accountant, and that can be very intimidating. I also heard you use the words very helpful. You're looking to make sure people are educated about what it is that the numbers that their business is bringing in. So for me, if I were coaching you, I would say that the brand story of your business would be that you are a woman, you are a minority, and you look and see other minorities and you want to educate them and you want to help them so they can be better entrepreneurs. And that is what's going to tie people to you, that yes, these are numbers, and numbers seem very scary, numbers seem very vast, but when you're with me, you're in good hands, because I want to educate, because I want to help, because I want minority businesses to shine. So that would be a piece of how you would sell that brand story. So see, so easily you look and see what those adjectives are that best describes your business, and you really start to dive deep and say, okay, if someone were on the outside looking in, what is it that I want them not only to know but to feel about my business, right? I want them to feel that we're empathetic. I want them to feel that we're kind. I want them to feel that we care about them. And then you start to implement that into, how can this relate to my customer? How can this help my customer? She described her people that come through her door. They're usually minority businesses. They're small businesses. They're solopreneurs. This is a more vulnerable demographic than, a big corporate client that would come through her door, that comes through the door with a lot more money, a lot more education. So she's in the business of seeing that and seeing, hey, I want these people to leave out of my door a lot better than when they came through the door. So I want to educate. But while I'm doing that, I want to show them a level of empathy. So this this is how you begin to build your brand story, right? And be able to then grab your demographic, a customer, and take that customer from being a customer of today and to being a customer of the next 10 to 20 years. And that's what we want, and that's why the brand story is so important. So see how amazing it is for an entrepreneur when they can then dive deep and find out what that brand story is. I want to actually wrap up and just thank you so much for sharing your space with us today, your designs with us today, but most of all, your brand story. It's just so amazing to be in the presence of the magic of entrepreneurship. And N'namdi, if you could just take us away, giving that entrepreneur that is coming into the marketplace now, into the industry, what is that? I know we spoke about struggles, that you know, as we see it on social media in today's world, it looks like it's all a glory story, and it's not. Entrepreneurship is a lot of sacrifice, a lot of investment. But what is that one takeaway that you know, that up-and-coming entrepreneur that you would give to them as far as understanding their brand story, the personality of their brand, overcoming the struggles, whatever that is for you? What is it that you would like to share?
I would always say learn how to pivot and don't quit. So whatever hardships that come about, figure out what you need to do to keep going. Just keep going, keep going. Understand every lesson is needed.
That's right.
Okay? Use it and level up. Pivot. Don't be afraid to change. Learn something new, add something new, meet new people, communicate openly, and keep going. That's right. It.
I want you all, if you are ever in the Paterson, New Jersey, Passaic County area, she is located at, what is the address?
333 Crooks Ave, and it's actually Clifton, New Jersey.
I was going to
know on the border of Paterson and Clifton.
Melissa called it Clifferson.
Yes.
Right. So please come check her out. I know that I'm looking forward to working with you in a deeper capacity going forward. She has so much talent. Again, everything she's making in here is by hand, making her a creator, a child of the creator. Thank you so much for joining us.